The summer sun. Everyone loves the summer sun. The days are longer, the days are hotter, the days become more fun and entertaining. But, like all things, the summer sun must set on the world, just like it did in Merge Dragons today. Oi, YouTubers, it is I, the Hellgear, and let's talk about the Merge Dragons summer, the hashtag magical summer. So, if you agree with or disagree with anything I may have to say, let me know in the comment section below. Share your experiences with this event. So, as I mentioned before, specifically 2 months ago, Merge Dragons is officially 1 year old. And in June, 2 months ago, we were introduced to the Diva Dragons, the ones on the right. She had her own exclusive event 2 months ago in June with the tertiary dragon, the cool dragons, the ones you see on the left. Now, they introduced a new mechanic, and this new mechanic was rather nice. Oh wait, no. They didn't introduce a new mechanic. Actually, no, they did introduce a new mechanic. The new mechanic now apparently is a standard for playing these events, and that is you must have 35 dragon power in your camp. Now, this just makes it so that players who are new to the game take the time to work in their camp. My take on that matter is it's probably going to be this way for the rest of the events in Merge Dragons. I don't understand why we have a dragon power requirement to fill, but I guess that's how we're going to roll this second year. And everyone who missed the Diva Dragon event in June got a second shot at the divas and the cool guys this month in August. So, as you probably were aware of, the island which the dragon is on changes. But that wasn't the only change. The other change was the sky background. It had a little bit of blue and red hues into it. The mesh was great, like it was a sunset island of sorts. Now, as cool as the islands look, and as cool as the backgrounds look, you still only had 3 days to get this event done. And I'm not going to beat that bush again because there's no point right now. There really is no point in me beating that same bush. So, one of the things that I wanted to do when I came to last month's event, which was the cat dragon, was invoke an interesting type of strategy. It was called the minimalist strategy. And I can see the level 4 Diva Dragon still got that drink in her claws. Well, at least it's not a martini this time. She got a margarita now. Because that doesn't look like a tequila sunrise. Or a tequila sunset for that matter. That looks like one of them margaritas. It's amazing how she drinks a margarita in the summertime. You know, we know the dragons like to eat tacos and spicy salsa and apparently drink coffee, but margaritas, 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 man. Apparently, with this new event, they're keeping the mechanic of the key fog. So, expect to see a lot more of the key fog in the events to come. Now, I will say this much. The minimalist strategy that I used was very, very interesting. And that's going to be something that I invoke for, well, I think from now on. Because I like how this strategy works, where I use a small controlled amount of space and then just grind out items. It works very well with life orbs. Tiers, I think it's going to be a little bit harder because you got to put in more time to grind. And normally, and this is how I tell everybody when I do the events, or at least the first couple events from the previous year, I would like to grind out item tiers until you get the one that's worth 550. That usually gets you the first 3 tiers and you're working on the 4th one. But this time around, I actually went to the item that was afterwards. In this case, it was the beach ball that gave you 550, and then the 1700, which is the hat. And I think I'm going to do that from now on. You know, grinding to the 550 tier is great, but putting the extra effort into the 1750 is a lot better, because one tap from the 1750 clears half of the event. And I'm starting to understand how a lot of these players who aren't spending money, or to the ones who are getting the event done in the day. Then again, as I mentioned before in the comment section below, many of you have said to me to spend more time busting out higher level items, whether it is for the tiers or for the life orbs. So the minimalist strategy might just work for you. Even if you're pressed for time, getting to the 1750 item tier, again, that's half the event down. So if you were to go, just merge all the way, get you that one hat, and then you merge 3 more afterwards, that's another 5,000. So that'll get you up to the nest. So essentially what you'll want to do is you'll want to merge all the way to the 1750. That gets you halfway. Once you have that, you burn out the rest of the tiers. Maybe go past the because after the hat was the ducky. So the tier after the ducky is probably the one that you'll want to get to finish out the rest of the event, because again, that's probably going to be the 15,000 tier or the 20,000 tier. So once you get halfway, grind out to 2 stages after it. Not the ducky, but the one after the ducky. So that is essentially going to hopefully clear out the rest of the event. If not, it'll probably get you to the runner-up prize. That'll be more experimenting that I'll do for the next event. Check out this picture. You know, when I did my review 2 months ago on the Diva Dragons event, it was a different backdrop. Just like when I did the review for the second Moon Dragon, it's a different backdrop than the first time I did this. And while we're on the topic of the Moon Dragon event, have you noticed something between the Moon and Diva Dragon event that has happened in common? If you didn't, let me just give you a couple seconds to think about that. What does the Moon Dragon event and the Diva Dragon event have in common? Okay, 20 seconds is good enough to give you guys a little time. Alright, so the very first event last year was the Moon Dragon event. And it was the wrapping up event for the first year. The Diva Dragon is the first event dragon of 2018. And it has come around a second time. That is something that the Moon Dragon did at the first year. It not only was the first dragon event, but it is the first dragon event to happen twice in a year. And the Diva Dragons are no different. Remember, 2 months ago, at the beginning of year 2, we got the Diva Dragon event the first time. This is the second time. So I guess this is going to be a particular pattern where we may get the first dragon at each of these years having multiple events. You know, especially since the end of the year is going to be in May. So we may even get a third Diva Dragon event. So keep this in mind. Now, I'm going to say this. And I want to say this now because of all the nice little shots that they have of the dragons at the end of the events, this is perhaps the best one so far. And as you can see, you got the event dragon next to it, all of its stages, including the egg, and the tertiary, all of the tertiary stages, including the egg. Before, you know, the level 2 variants. And this is rather fitting because this is the month of August. You know, the month of August is when the summertime ends and kids are mad because school is around the corner. Which kind of is like a bit of foreshadowing to September's event. Are we going to have school? We already have a teacher that's a dragon, and that's the Sensei Dragon. Maybe we'll see that show up next month. Maybe we'll have a whole school theme for Merge Dragon's September event. Doesn't matter. We'll find out in a couple of weeks anyway. All in all, from this event, in light of the time crunching, in light of the fact that I had my power go out, in light of the fact that I didn't get too much done, this time around I actually had a little bit of a more enjoyable time. I took the Summer Dragon events to implement some new strats. So when the fall kicks in, I'll be implementing a bit more of these strats and hopefully busting out a bit more episodes of these event dragons in the coming months. But that's all I'm going to say on this matter. Share your experiences, please, in the comment section below. If you agree or disagree with the amount of time that we have, and I still get likes on the time, no matter what. And I know I said I wouldn't beat this dead horse, but no matter what I've mentioned about the time, it always has some backing on social media, some backing. But it's not like the Merge Dragons events are going to change this on a permanent basis, though. I mean, we'll see. The second year of Event Dragons has just begun. We've only had 2 Event Dragons so far, the Diva and the Cat. So, it all really depends on what's in store for September. If you guys enjoyed yourselves, show your love, hit the like button. Again, if you have any other interesting strats that have helped you get through this event, or as far enough in the event as possible, share those strats in the comment section below. It'll be fun to see how you guys manage to pull things out. I got to the Diva Dragon egg nest, and that was good enough for me. I was getting too tired. It was like 4, and it was so early in the morning, and it's like red eye section of the morning. It's now gotta go to bed. Got the nest, let's call it, go to sleep. I will see you guys in the next episode of Merge Dragons. So to all of you who are new, welcome. I hope you stick around for a while because I plan to entertain you for a while. And once things normalize, you'll be seeing episodes of Merge Dragons on Multi-Merge Mondays. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.